Okay, everyone, welcome to the KY Esports Interhouse Tournament Day 5. Today we are doing Valorant and we are heading to our first game of this quite long day, to be honest, which is Topaz versus Diamond. Uh, I'm actually here with a commentator, the one and only.
Hello, everybody. My name is Hayden, and I'm one of Ali's longtime friends. And it's great to. It's been a long time since we last cast together, and it's great to be back.
Yep, so as the teams get ready for the map bans, we'll be heading to that in just a bit. So on the screen now, you can see the little overlay for the map bans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think we're gonna get today then? There's a lot of new maps.
Um. Yeah. I guess something we haven't seen a lot from. I guess like from what I've seen at least is Corrode, because it's the newest map, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of people take Corrode out, mostly because I think it's been out for a couple of months now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it taken out just for the sake of comfort. Like maps like Haven and Ascent have been around for ages, and I think people are a bit more comfortable on that. And I think the same sort of sentiment applies to Abyss because. From what I know, at least, like not very many people like Abyss. I see a lot of people talk about how they prefer to play a lot of different maps just because like Abyss, from what I know, like the A side, it's really, really annoying to try and attack because there's only really one way in. Mid is almost impossible to take on that map, and it's all just one way in on that side. So I wouldn't be surprised to see, these sort of harder to hit sites taken out unless teams are willing to kind of play for those contentions and choke points.
All right. Yeah, and there's other than Abyss, we have Corrode now inside the map pool. Lotus as well. It's quite interesting. Some of these new maps, right? Talking about new maps. Not everyone's as familiar as them, so a lot of things can happen here. There's still a few more players waiting to join the lobby, but hopefully we can get into the map bans soon.
Yeah, and I have a feeling like some of the more popular maps that we see picked a lot in, I guess, like coordinated play would be stuff like Haven and Haven and Lotus mostly, but now that Ascent's in the map pool as well, I wouldn't be surprised to see either of those, any of those three picked. I think everything else would be not really. I wouldn't say a surprise, but seeing as these are the maps that have been around the longest, I'd expect that, I guess, comfort factor to be kind of where teams gravitate. But then again, I could be completely wrong. Maybe certain teams have different strats for certain maps that they would like to execute. But um, in terms of just overall predictions, I would say Ascent, Haven, and Lotus are probably the more, I guess, obvious picks.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Other than that, right? Okay, we haven't seen Topaz's ban just yet. It is currently only Diamond who has banned the map. So, we'll just wait a little bit for, Topaz to make their decision. Hopefully, a bit faster. Um, the match has to start around 10 p.m. 10 a.m.
Yeah, so we are waiting a little bit on the timer, but um, I mean, I believe we're still waiting on a few players, right, to join
Yeah, we are
the lobby as well.
waiting for a few players.
Yeah, maybe they're waiting for their entire team to be able to kind of make the decision of what they want to ban, unless we're waiting on members from time, and I'm not sure. But actually, let's talk about this bind ban for a bit. What do you think of it?
Well, you see, Bind as a map, right? It's very old. One of the OG maps. I think it came into Valorant when it first released, right?
Yeah, I believe it was one of the OG maps. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the OG maps. A very defender-sided map in the past, right? We've seen it be very defender-sided. However, there are a few teams who have been able to just make a map like Bind, a map with multiple teleporters, fast rotates, to be attacker-sided. So that will be interesting. We might see a very, standard Bind pick. Standard Bind ban. I'm assuming it's because of the I'm assuming they're banning Bind because they don't want to play that hard defensive style that Bind kind of forces you to play unless you play an unorthodox comp. Uh, Anyways, moving on from Bind, we do see a Lotus ban from Topaz,
Yeah.
not wanting to play the three
Uh,
sides.
yeah. I mean, Haven is still on the board if anyone wants to play. the 3-site style, but also I think it's important to know that Abyss is gone as well. And personally, I'm happy to see Abyss go because I'm not the biggest fan of the map. I think it has some very, very obnoxious ways to play the game. Like I really dislike the. I mean, I guess the same can be said on Sunset because the ways you get into some of these sites it's incredibly linear. There's only one way in. I mean, you could try and play through mid, but a lot of teams I don't think are willing to take that mid control because there's a lot of contention that comes with that. And unless you kind of go a big multi-stack mid, I think it's difficult to play out some of these sites. Haven now taken away from Topaz.
Yeah, both the
Yeah,
three
so
map
there you go.
sites. Yeah,
All 3 sites are gone.
yeah, and quite interesting. Topaz is, if we are going off like those power rankings, people have before any event. Topaz is on the slightly weaker side compared to Diamond. I did give Hayden here a small little debrief on the teams that are going to be playing today. All four of them: Topaz, Diamond, of course, right now, and Garnet and Sapphire later on in the day. So there is a sort of small power ranking. I wouldn't say it's that definitive because it is like I would consider these teams quite evenly matched, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good to hear, because no one really wants, a kind of one-sided stomp. So it's good to hear that even though I guess like Topaz are considered the underdogs coming into this tournament, actually not just the game, but it's good to see that the two of them still have some sort of fighting factor. And here we have Diamond just immediately taking out Sunset, and it's on Corona in a sense. And the first map pick is from Topaz. They pick Corona here.
Yeah, and the second map will be Ascent. So it looks like we are going to be heading into our first two games, Korod and Ascent. It's very interesting.
Now, I'm surprised to see Corona picked because this general sentiment is people enjoy the map, like they think it's a really well designed map. But I didn't think it'd be picked like this early on into the tournament. I thought maybe after some teams get a bit of time to, I don't know how long teams have to prep, but I would expect that after they have a bit more time to prep on, I guess, a less familiar map, people would then start to gravitate once they get more preparation. But seeing it as brought on the first, it's first on in the game, like it's pretty interesting to see what they'll do. I imagine we'll see some forms of strategy employed, but I'm just trying to think about like what comps you'd like to see on Corrode.
I think Korod is one of those maps where you can kind of like let go of the duelist, don't you think? Actually, no.
Yeah.
Wait. I take that back.
I think you
back.
at the very least you have to play one. I think, and
Yeah.
I think people agree that after the Yoru nerfs, I guess the de facto quote unquote best duelist to play into Corrode, I think it's Waylay. A lot of people I think would agree with that sentiment. Waylay very strong right now. Wasn't really touched at all by the util nerfs. She had very slight nerfs, but I don't think it was anything too significant compared to what happened to Yoru. His flash and his clone can't use that. They're shorter duration, and he can't use them in his ultimate anymore. So I would expect to see Waylay here, but if we see, I guess, more comfortable picks like Reyna or Jet, I wouldn't be surprised either. But I think in terms of initiators, I think Fade is kind of a must on this map.
Yeah, definitely, right? And the Vice util as well on this map, it gives a lot of utility, especially in getting information there on the B side. So we are heading into the agent select right now. We're gonna have Topaz on the attacker side and Diamond on defense for the first map. You can see them
As you
hovering.
can see here, you can see the hovers here. There you go. Jet's already hovered. I would assume the Omen is a bit of a given on this map as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Viper either. Those two agents typically kind of dictate a lot of how the game is played, especially on this map. And oh wow, Cold Lemons and okay, we just have Topaz just full selecting already. They have kind of their comp already sorted out, playing double duelist, single smoker. This is a very standard, I guess, comp you would see here in Pacific. Of course, you may look at other leagues if you guys watch VCT. Pacific's kind of the only real team that kind of values having double duelists currently in the world. Like a lot of other teams prefer to play double smokes or double initiators or double sentinels. I think Pacific typically known more for their aggression. That's why we like to go double duelist.
Yeah, but looking at these comps, right, they're quite standard. We're not seeing a Waylay pick or a little Clove pick. So far, very standard comps from both of these teams.
yeah, I thought the Fade would be important to see, and here we have Fade picked for Diamond, and Topaz opted to go for KO instead. I guess the KO was a bit more of a comfort pick, but typically speaking, I think we'd see a lot more hard info initiators, more so on the Sova and Fades, but this could just be a comfort pick. KO still has a lot of denial, still has very good intel with the knife. I'm excited to see where Topaz go with this.
Yeah, and looks like it will be a side push. The KO, a very simple way of getting information done. Information collecting. We're gonna just look at that. Where will it land?
Bit of a lineup. I think it should land at the back side, and it does, and it will hit the jet. Ball
Yes,
about to come.
do you have Topaz and their jet here? Balaba to come.
Yeah, they're holding.
Topaz, get the first.
They can. They're not holding the cross. Topaz, he gets one. He's trying to get the other. Doesn't find it. Cold Lemons takes him out. It's a 1-for-1. Where you jump. Shots don't quite land, but he finally gets it. Ball about to come. He finds Edon as well, and the attack is falling apart for Topaz. Diamond with a pretty good defense. Cold Lemons. He loses the fight against Hot Dilf, and it's all on stable comp in a 1 versus 3. He does not have it. Goyeon Jung finds the headshot, and Diamond takes the opening round.
That Reina is not as
Very good defense there. A lot of good crossfires being placed there. Topaz had to look at a lot of different angles coming into that A side push. Not a lot of util exactly being used. They do have 3 flashes, but I'm not sure if we saw the Omen. No, we did see the Omen flash being committed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a bit too late. No one there really to capitalize on that flash. So we'll be heading into a little not bonus round, right? But anti-eco here from Diamond.
Yeah, I just think the stack was well played, but they just didn't really have each other's crosses, and Hot Dilf cannot really find the kill, and Goyeon Jung trying to look for the wall banks here. A lot of damage being put down. Meeks gets one, but Edot with the trade back. Has to push into sight here. Goyeon Jung finds the spray, trying to find the other. Of course, he wins that, but gun advantage. Really big for Diamond here. Plant is down, and it's all Cold Lemons. He's stuck in a 1 versus 4. Has to just try and take whatever guns he can, but he's out in the open. He actually finds one, and Goyeon Jung finds it. It's a 3-piece for him. As Diamond. Fantastic anti-eco there.
Yep, quite clean. 3 guns retained. 3 rifles, in fact, 2 phantoms. It's not bad at all from Diamond. 2-0 up. It's just it is just the first 2 rounds, right?
Yeah, it was very stock standard. Once you win the pistol, it'll take a miracle to win. It's a miracle for the other team to win the other pistol, and try and convert that after. But this is pretty standard now. We should have both teams buying rifles. If you guys pay attention, you can see the Cypher ult is already up and available, so that could be pretty important in a post plant. And I think it is also important to note that Topaz did get a plant last round, and Hot Dilf a little bit too aggressive. Cool Lever will take him out. Cool Lever stuck. Meeks on 11 HP. Smoked out, revealed by the Cypher ult. Goyeon Jung, who played this position last time, and it paid a lot of dividends. He's just sitting here.
Going for a rotate. Jet might hear this.
Yeah, he definitely hears it. He can hear them. He can hear them spinning over now. You can see. Look, Meeks is already moving. Ice finds a well-placed headshot on Cool Lover. It's a 4 versus G, but Meeks incredibly low HP. Cool Lover, he needs to know that someone's here. He does. He doesn't find the shots, and Ice, he's just tearing them apart. It's all on D. It's a 1 versus 3. Meeks on 11 HP. Ball about to come. Has the flank, and they convert the bonus.
Bonus round converted again. 3 rounds. 3 rounds in a row. Good start here. A lot of these players on Diamond just firing up right there. Ice, the 3K. The idea from Topaz was decent. You hard push B, get some information, and then you run. But the thing is, they didn't have anyone lurking mid, right? So they didn't have the information that someone could be up mid. And to be honest, Jet's push kind of won on the ground, right? He could hear the rotate coming in. Ice covering. It was just good play there, really.
Yeah, the ability to get that flank off from mid, no one knew he was there. Like, that was what closed the round, but I think Ice deserves a lot of that credit. That being able to play, fumbling, getting 1 to 2 kills, really important. Ball about to come with the spray. That's important. It's Kubler, but that's the smoker down. It's gonna be incredibly difficult if Topaz want to hit a site now.
Yeah. Seeing one game. They know he's there.
Stuck in the corner. They know he's there. They're just trying to spray him down. Edon finds Meeks. Goyon Jump finds another. YouTube will come out. Will not do much actually. It will distract D for a little bit as he will fall. Stablecop finds one, but he's in a 1 versus 3. The distraction from Topaz as Valorant takes it. It's 4-0, Ali. This is looking rough for Topaz.
Yeah, it is 4-0. It's okay. That was a save. That was a save round from Topaz. So we'll be heading into our second gun round of the match. Goyon Jung doing really well here on the Fade 7-1. Really hitting all his shots. I haven't seen much of his utility just yet though.
Yeah, a lot of these rounds are dictated by aim rather than utility rather. Like a lot of the times you see info spam and a lot of I guess stalling utility be very important in these rounds, but a lot of it's just been coming down to raw aim. As TIs, he loses that fight. Edon finds one, trying to look for the other. The trade comes through. Meeks, he swings out, but Kumlo finds the trade, and Goyon Jung will find goal levels as well. Valorant finds one. It's 3 versus 2, favoring Diamond. The swing doesn't work. D finds it. It's a 2 versus 2. Both members of Diamond trying to push. Hot Dill finds one, and Goyon Jung, he picks up the slack. It's 5-0 for Diamond.
Making quick work there. All members of Diamond just pushing each and every orifice of the map, right? They pushed through mid, got a lot of info there. They pushed through B early. They knew immediately that they weren't going B. We had Batukam pushing through A main. And at that point, they kind of just knew. They just kind of just collapsed onto Topaz there at mid.
I think it's important to note as well that Topaz, they tried a different strategy. Like we haven't seen them try and stack mid at all. And this was their kind of first attempt at going at it. And granted, they didn't find a lot of picks. It was a very scrappy round. But I just think they fell apart at the end because they couldn't really watch that double flank from Goyon Jung and Hot Dilf. But the site is going in. Hot Dilf, he's caught up in the showstopper. He will fall. And Topaz, they have full control of the site.
Look at the flank.
Oh, there's a flank. He's pushing forward. Goyon Jung finds himself in a duel. That flank is still on the way. Stablecop will find Meeks after the trade. Edon finds Goyon Jung. This may be the round for Topaz, but Teice, he doesn't want that to happen. He wants to extend this lead. He finds 2. It's a 2 versus 2. Ball about to come in Teice against Kumlover and Edon. But Edon, he's caught in the annihilation. Oh, that's unfortunate for Topaz. The defuse will come through, and Diamond, they take it 6-0. The first half already secured to be at the very least even.
Yeah, the play from T-Ice there on the flank, just unaware. And even though Topaz did have Cypher, I'm not sure, did we see any trips just now? I don't think so. Or maybe it would have been broken?
I don't remember seeing any trips there. I don't think it was shot out either. Because no one really knew about this flank until way later into the round. Unless the trip was shot out, but it just wasn't called.
Yeah, Topaz, they don't seem to be wanting to split up or I haven't seen them do like an A split, B split just yet. They've all been kind of in this like death ball, right? This whole game.
Like a lot of it is just kind of stacking and pushing into a side and hoping it works, Normally you see a lot of util baiting, especially in this meta, util baiting is very strong. But it's just been kind of like you said, a death ball. The 5 members of Topaz just kind of running their way in, and it works this time as Teyas will fall. Ball about to come. He sees a lot of them, but doesn't want to take his shot. Will find it in the end. It's 4 versus 4. Plans already down for Stablecop. The Fade ultimate is coming to his Edon. Will win that out as Hot Dilf with the op finds Cold Lemons. It's a 2 versus 3. He finds one.
Enemy remaining.
Edon in a 1 versus 3, but he doesn't have the shot. Hot Dilf finds it. Has to clutch this out. Has that up as well. We'll trade it out for a rifle. Stablecop and Kumulva can still play this out.
Still in sight.
Of course, the option to save is still there as well. He swings forward. Doesn't find it.
Preparing the flash.
The flash comes through! And Hot Dill finds it. It's a 1 versus 3 versus Kumulva. The time is ticking. I don't think he's going to be able to get this. He will lose the op notably. I don't think he has time to grab the op and get out. He's trying to. He's looking for the fight. And Kumulva finds it. Topaz, 1 round on the board.
Just barely holding that round together there. Almost 1 versus 3 clutch there by Hot Dilf. Good effort from Diamond. But again, Topaz, that's what you need to see for them to win, right? You saw how they isolated Tay Ice there on A side and flashed him as well. Good util usage, blocking out the Jets, field of view at A, going straight for the kill onto Tay Ice. Gets the kill, gets the first blood.
Yeah.
Sure, it gets traded out in the end, but you get access to site, and that's what's really important in this game. It's not all about the kills.
I think it's just really important the fact that that smoke really caught a ball about to come. He couldn't hold the cross for the ice, and that's why he was isolated there. And I feel like that's kind of what had the round crumble, that just free side pick. But he's pushing in. Topaz have zero fear. They're just going in as he finds one the ice with the train. Coom Lover as well. Meeks pushes two, and Coom Lover, he goes crazy. He finds another stable cop, finds Dilf in the fight, and it's 1 versus 3. Ball about to come. Similar position as Hot Dilf last round, but he has to try and find something, and he does. Stable cop falls. It's a 2 versus 1. Cold Lemons and Coom Lover. Coom Lover in this situation, the previous round was able to win it out for his team. Cold Lemons here as well. Ball about to come. He has to just play this really slow. Has to try and clear what he can. Has no idea if anybody's 7. He's checking it. But he should see him. Coom Lover, he's trying to find the shots. He doesn't. Ball about to come. He's only tagged a little bit. It's a 1 versus 2. It's a 1v1 now. Taps the spike. Cool Lemons peeks this, and he gets the timing on the defuse. He clutches it out. It's a 6-2 score. Still favoring Diamond, but very important round for Topaz.
Yeah, barely just rounds, they just won. Very close rounds, but the entry has just been really good. The improvement from the first 6 rounds at least. We saw Topaz starting to get that first blood, starting to get those positive trades for their team. The entry was really good there, right? You saw them, a positive trade, 3-2. Sure, it was a 3 versus 2, turned into a 3 versus 1. Coom Lover definitely doing a lot for his team on that moment.
I think it's just important that a lot of the reason why they've been taking all these rounds is the entry has been a lot better. And as you say, Coom Lover, he's going off. He's mad about the first 6 rounds. He gets 2. I mean, I get what Diamond's trying to do. They're on the eco. They have to try and find avenues somewhere. So they just push that in Coom Lover. He just tears them apart. Has himself a 1 versus 1. The shots don't land from either. The flash will come out. Forces. Ball about to come away. Coom Lover very low. Has the regen shield. But he's super low as well. And Ice, doesn't check the corner, and he will be punished for it. As it's a 2 versus 4. Ice, the shots don't land. Cold Lemons finds the spray, and it's all about to come. He has the sheriff, but it is not enough. He will close it out, and they hold on to a lot of guns here.
No one beats my
Yeah, the economy now mostly even. This is Diamond's last buy round before they have to save, right? This might swing this half at least to a 6-6 here if they win this. It's a big swing round coming up.
Yeah, this round is very important for either team to win. Ball about to come. He's confident. He's going for that operator as well. So you see, he's playing close up A main here. He's gonna try and look for a kill and get out. If he can get this pick unpunished, I think Diamond are postured really well for the round. And he finds Cold Lemons. He would have liked to get the smoke, but that's still a pick in the end. Very well played, Cool Lover. He's trying to catch the ice, and he doesn't win the fight. Topaz, they're stuck in sight. They're stuck out of sight in a 3 versus 5. This is incredibly difficult to push as well now. They've lost their smoker and they've lost a body as D will find Meeks. The both dude is still alive for the side of Topaz, trying to make it work. The ball about to come. He finds another. As 2 versus 4. T.I.S. he's low and he's on the flank. The last 2 members of Topaz, they're just turtled up and stuck in A main.
Yeah, I think he hears this. This is a shot.
The shots don't land. They line up. They line up for him. T.I.S. with a 3-piece. Oh my lord. Okay. Yeah, Diamond just took full control of that round. They said, we are not letting you into this site. And they shut them out completely.
Good adaptation there from Diamond with the op play from Abatakam. Not really getting much value with the last few rounds, right? But that one round, right? Topaz didn't use any util to flush him out. Granted, they didn't really know there was going to be an op there, right? Normally you're expecting a mid-op like, well, this round.
Yeah, like where it is right now. But no, I think it was a really good adaptation from Diamond to know that they would be hitting this A side and to just stack the op there. And it worked out for them in the end. They got a pick as T.I.S. Oh my god, he finds 3 people before falling. T.I.S., this man, he is absolutely absurd. He has been one of the X factors for Diamond and Cool Lover and Stable Cop. Now stuck in a 2 versus 3. Still very winnable, but Topaz, they've won these rounds based off extremely good side execs, but now it's difficult to try and get it to site now. There's 3 members from Diamond Still Alive. Granted, none of them really have any great denial. We just saw the pool just exhausted there for Meeks. Yeah, this is gonna come down to just a pure aim duel.
Yeah, and here comes the first pick.
Well, about to come.
Down A.
Just getting that.
Oh, he falls. It's a 1 vs 3 for Kumlova. He has come up huge for Diamond in the past, and he has to do it again. But he won't. Meeks picks it up. It's 8-3 for Diamond. I believe Topaz are on eco now.
Last round before the switch.
Yeah, they are going to have to force by here on the last round, right? Just to salvage this half. I mean, 8-4 is doable. Kurot, statistically, in the last few months of professional play, has been defender-sided, right? So in 8-4, 7-5 is not exactly out of the picture. You do see these scores even in professional play. But this is do or die here for Topaz here.
Yeah.
I mean, their comp, I wouldn't say it's that useful. I mean, I would say it's actually probably a better defensive comp compared to
Oh yeah, definitely.
Diamond.
I think there's a lot more denial and a lot more ways to stop anybody from really getting to the site. But you know, this is the last round of this half. They're trying to find something. D with the showstopper will find one. His Edot will find Hot Dope as well. On that eco, they should now be able to get a few guns. And you know, this is exactly how they won the rounds previously. They took the site fast and they hold it like their life depends on it, and they do it well. It's all about to come. He only has the op. The shots don't land. Plus one D. He's pushing aggressively, and it's a flawless on a force from Topaz. Beautiful stuff from them.
Switching
Yeah, we've
sides.
seen amazing executes from Topaz, right? Every time they try and play it slow, every time they try and go to mid, it seems not to work. Like the util usage on these side execs have been very impactful, right? You've seen the Raze alt util being used, the flashes actually from Omen, and I guess the Reyna giving in a lot of utility, and I guess a lot of distractions on the side of Diamond on what to really focus on during those side execs.
Yeah, I just think having the combination of the Omen Flash, the Reyna near side, coupled with the showstopper, makes it pretty much impossible to get out unless you have some sort of mobility. As you can see here, no one on the side of Diamond besides, Balabatukam is really any of that. And you know, I just think it's really important for. It was really important for Topaz to play their executes well, and they did. The 4 rounds they won were off the backs of really aggressive and really fast hits. But now, like, this is kind of uncharted territory. You know, we haven't seen Diamond on attack yet, or Topaz on defense, and you know, judging by how fast-paced Topaz want to play, I think it'll be interesting to see how they try and take this attack.
Yeah, first 3 bloods down, Lover and D getting 3 for their team, but
Enemy remaining.
A side is taken by Tay Ice, but he is going to be the last one standing. 1 versus 5 clutch attempt for him if he wants to try and make this work, only with the ghost. Full util, knows there are at least 2, sees them both. The Sugar Discipline gets 1, gets another onto Kum Lover, but Edot gets the refried.
Yeah, and you know, I was just saying how Topaz had to play fast, and you know, I think they did. I didn't really see how Kumla would kill, you know, 2 people there, how Stablecop got 1, but that was a pretty fast round there.
Yeah, really dominant round from Topaz here on their first defense. We're going to see an Ares buy from Cold Lemons.
Yeah. What's this? He's holding down A. I think, yeah, Topaz have an A read here. They think most people are coming through A, but this is the first time we are going to see an attempted mid play. They are sending. It's a pretty good split here. It's 1-3-1.
Yeah, but the weapon's not in their favor though. You missed shots from D.
He's like, I find it. He tried to play that A hole, tried to find anybody who would try and peek for information, but D is pushing up there. He's low. Not a shot even fired. That's Hot Dilf will pick it up. Meeks with the outlaw now. Edot swings wide, looks for 1, and he finds Meeks. That's the one with the outlaw. Now in the hands. Going Jung, I believe. The swing forward. He whiffs it again, and Edot finds 1.
There.
Pivotal in this round with 2 kills so far. They're stuck in this site. They have to try and find something as Edot finds himself a 3rd. No spike in hand. It's out in the open. Hot Dilf and Balabat to come. They're in deep deep waters here. They have to try and find something, but Stable Cop has the read. Ball about to come, wins that gunfight. 2 versus 3.
Oh, I think Hot Dilf knows.
Yeah, you should know this. I believe you saw him when the smoke faded. Hot Dilf, only on 59 HP. Couple of well shots will be enough to double swing forward. It's an ace for E-Dot,
The
and he just plays it well.
first ace of the tournament from our one and only women's representative for Valorant. Actually, Aiden, little fun fact.
I did not know that. Wow, but very well played from E-Dot.
It was like, Game Changers is working there in VCT.
It's good to see Topaz, kind of roaring back to life. They went 8-4, and now the series is almost equalized.
Yeah,
They've almost equalized the
they were
match.
6-0 down.
Yeah. See? Shots don't land.
Throwing next.
Not the time they do know that this site has at the very least an outlaw, but it's their buy. So they're looking to try and convert something out of this. E-Dot, she's stuck in the smoke, can't find it. D with the boom bot will find ball about to come. It's a trade overall, it's a 4 versus 4. KYESC's taking this elbow control, he's looking for one. He does go and jump finds D as well. That outlaw not doing much. His cool level will find go and jump. And now it's a 1 versus 3. He's won these before, but is he trying to do it again? And he will. He finds Hot Dilf KYESC. He's on top of the site here. I don't think Cool Lover knows this. It's an off angle, and it pays off a 4-piece for TI. And Diamond, they bounce back with a win.
Yeah, they do convert the bonus round, but only getting 2 weapons saved. Very risky buy here from Balabatukam here on the half shields on the Jet. And I'm not sure, are they going for the half buy? Can't really tell.
At this point, I think they should have like a pretty good read that Topaz themselves, like their buy is also going to be a little fractured. So I would assume you try and match that. In some capacity, you kind of have to just think about where they're going with this. And Cold Lemon, he's back on that Ares. And he's also back on the A side.
Good cam here.
Got you.
Will be shot out. Stable Cup has the Spectre. Close range here, I mean, at this point, you're just playing for ones. If you get one or 2 kills, get traded. Pretty good in this scenario, but they see the tripwire and shot out, but Cold Lemons with the spray through. A lot of damage there. Hot Dilf has no armor anymore. Goyeon Jung, he's pressing forward. He wants to be able to take space, or his team is not going to be able to get anything done. The Prowler comes out, but D, he'll find it in the end. And it's looking rough for Diamond here, That Reyna needs a singular kill to get back into the game, but it's still really difficult. They're on a rotate here. TICE, he's holding this.
The look.
Still has all his util up as well.
They probably won't know that he's already up here.
Yeah, I think you'd expect someone to stay inside, but Stable Cop, I don't know how he knew he was there, but the call was great. He finds one. Hot Dilf will find Stable Cop and Cool, but TICE will find one as well. It's 2 versus 3 now. Boombot will show off G's location. Hot Dilf holding this down. Has to push in. The shots don't land from Hot Dilf. D, he finds it. D finds another. He's finding redemption in this half as Cold Lemon closes it out. And Topaz, this is the first time we see them play slow. And it works.
No more charges left.
Yeah, even though they lost the B side, for a look, they're able to just retake it perfectly. I mean, the play from Diamond there on the side hold wasn't exactly that good, but to be honest, it was just a bunch of missed shots, right? They tried to hold side, they tried to play side, didn't really play much offside. Just lost a lot of gunfights there. D doing amazing work. You could arguably say, like, maybe TICE could have done a more aggressive lurk to try and delay the eventual retake. But that's a what if.
Came down to utility usage. I think a lot of it came down to utility usage. I don't think, like, TICE, he didn't really have anything set up. And he also had a lot of util on him when he still died. I believe the only thing he used was his wall. And, he has his ultimate now, has everything. I just think maybe if Diamond focused a little more on the utility play, I think that round may have been theirs, but E-Dot, she'll find one. She sees all of them! E-Dot! She finds 3! Oh my lord, Hot Dilf has to pick it up, but now it's a 2 versus 4, and we're looking at an equalization here in terms of the economy. Stable will find it. It's 1 versus 3 for Ball about to come. He will fall. D picks it up. It's 9-8. It's almost anybody's game now.
We got this.
What a hero round from E-Dot. to just shatter Diamond's economy, putting it into, I mean, it looks like a force buy from the side of Diamond. A few useful ultimates, however, they are only 3 orbs away from 3 different ultimates there, you know? They do have the Deadlock ultimate online that can be really useful in trying to take out E-Dot, that Reyna, from that little position that in A short or A mid, not really sure what you call that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, like you said, the ultimate's going to be very, very important for the side of Diamond here. They have the Annihilation, they have the Empress, don't quite have the rest on, but you know, maybe a couple of kills will definitely do that. Stable Cop try and look for something. The Annihilation will not find Stable Cop there. Blade Storm, pick it up from the orb, and now used by Valorant to come. He's gonna have to try and find his way into the site. The updraft forward, he doesn't see anything, dashes forward, finds the headshot of the Stable Cop. He's on 5 HP. A single round will do it, and Kumlova will find it. It's a good trade overall. It's a 4 vs 4, but they've already taken elbow here. The smoke and the paint shell forward. Kumlova trying to push it. Meeks, shots don't land, and he's exposed. He dies. T-Ice will find it as well, but Kumlova will find Meeks in the meantime, as T-Ice finds himself too as well. Now it's a 2 vs 2 Spike, not in the hands of Diamond just yet. Kumlova and E-Dot, they're just holding down this site. They know they need to be able to play across here, and they have a very, very good one. They just have to be careful of a wrap, but no one's really doing that on the side of Diamond. Yuyeon Jung
Speaking of which, E-Dot's going for the
and
wrap.
T-Ice. Oh, you're right, yeah. She's trying to look for an aggressive play here. He's pushing up very, very slow. Doesn't see anybody yet. Sees one, finds the other. It's a 1 vs 1. Go Yeon Jung, incredibly low. Has to try and find the headshot, or it's certainly doomed. The Sears all coming out. Doesn't find it. E-Dot. Beautiful utility usage. Will find the kill. It's an even round now.
Only looks composed.
It's even in every aspect as well. All the ults are mostly online. And it's a buy round.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yo,
impact
9-9.
the impact Ida has had in the last 3 rounds have just been huge.
From having the ace on the bonus and then having that, 1v5, winning out 3 of the kills.
We are ready for that.
Really, really well played from E-Dot here to try and, I guess, claw the way back for Topaz. And, you know, they were down 8-4, and now they're equalized at 9-9. I was not expecting something
All 3.
like a comeback like this. Yeah. Every member tab, E-Dot finds one, but the trade comes through. It's Reyna for Reyna trade here, but also very importantly, Yo-Yo Jung, very, very low. D in a very similar position, 30 HP as well.
No one knows. Woman's up. Oh, he doesn't peek it.
Yeah, he's pushed in. He just pushed in. The foresight is there, and he finds Go Yeon Jung. He finds himself another win as well. T-Ice will find Cold Lemons. Kumlover, you know, he's the ever reliable for Topaz here. Performing throughout the entire map. He finds another stable cop. He finds the shots. T-Ice can't quite get the transfer. It's all on Meek. 1 vs 2. Or it's looking like for the first time, Topaz may be taking the advantage with Meeks. He doesn't know where Kumlover is. He has to get the spike back. The barrel spotted for Meeks. Kumlover just has to play this patient. The swing out, and he finds it 3-piece for Kumlover and Topaz. They take the lead on the map.
First time.
We've never seen this yet. Yeah.
And just look at that round history there. Like the last, what is that? 5, 6, 7, no 6. The last 11 rounds they've won 8.
Yeah. Like I think they just needed that a little bit of a warm up. You know, they lost 6 in a row, won 3 in a row, dropped 1, and then won the other. Like now, Topaz has woken up. I think it's definitely fair to say that they have woken up. They found the style that they want to play. And they're playing it well, you know. E-Dot, just let her play aggressive, let her play her duels out, and she's winning all of them. And T-Ice, fantastic stuff from him as well on Diamond, but just not really enough to pull them over the edge as the exec comes in now. They're trying to play incredibly fast. He's spotted, but no spray forward hot tilt. In a very important position. He finds one. The dismiss is there. Looking forward to Yuyeon Jung. He doesn't find the shots either. E-Dot trying to find it in a 1 vs 1. She puts it out in a 2 vs 1. Doesn't find it. It's a good trade. Yuyeon Jung stuck in a 1 vs 2. Plant not down yet. Stable cop. Playing from elbow. Kumlover as well. Up from heaven. Will find it. And it's a 2-round lead for Topaz.
11-9. I mean, just look at the kills on the side of Topaz, right? You have 3 players going, well, almost 20. And T-Ice being that one solo carry on the deadlock. I mean, it's really hurting. I can kind of see this on the attack, right? When your deadlock's top fragging, and hitting his shots, you're gonna be good on the defense. But on the attack, he's going to have to dry peek most of it. He doesn't have much utility to help him in the aggressive push.
There's no mobility, there's no intel, there's nothing he can really use to get a pick and get out. A lot of the times, when this deadlock is the one peaking, you can probably expect him to be traded. And when he's so valuable for his team to be able to get those frags, losing him early on in a trade, not really what you want if you're a Diamond.
Yeah, normally you want to play slow when you have someone like him top fragging. So it looks like they are, you know, going for the adaptation.
Very important note. Diamond, they are on eco. When ball about to come, he finds one, the fade ult from Goyon Jung. Going to be trying to push into the side here. They don't know that the side is pretty vacant. They can just kind of take the space, but Hot Dill, but he not. She pops her ult just before the Meeks. And Topaz, they're stuck getting 3 versus 5 now. Ball about to come, goes forward, and he finds 2, and it's all on D. 1 versus 4. Has to find the ace clutch. He's sprayed through the box. He's incredibly under pressure, and Hot Dill finds it. And Diamond, they resurged back up, and they will find a round, especially on an eco.
Yeah, and interesting stuff there in the chat. Maybe we shouldn't open that.
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
maybe not. I don't think you can put that on broadcast.
Yeah, I don't think that should be on broadcast. But it is 10 to 11. It is a buy round and arguably a swing round here for the game. Topaz, if they lose it, they are on an eco. Cold Lemons, they're having to force buy a half shield Spectre.
Yeah, the spike is down as well. Diamond, like, they have been trying to play these rounds out a little slower. You know, a lot of the times, like, we saw them trying to play very fast and very aggressive onto B, and it did work out for them. Topaz would just be able to play in that chaos, was able to play to their strengths, and they just stole the round from Diamond there. And I think the problem with Diamond on this round is they haven't really decided what they want to, like, how they want to play. But TI's very sharp flick there from Kumlova. He wasn't even watching him,
The rotate is coming in.
and he falls. He rotates coming. I think they are aware that A is completely open, and you can see TI is already setting up the defensive utility. They're trying to deny anybody from Topaz from being able to retake the space. And, you know, it's interesting. You know, it's kind of like an entry deadlock.
Yeah, E-Dot here. White swing. Missing a lot of shots.
Oh my god, this whiff! Not very characteristic of her, but she does land a lot of the shots. The blind is fantastic. He's well about to come forth. Hold Cliff only on 11 HP. He is suppressed. Even if he gets a kill, he will not be able to heal. TS finds Cold Lemons. It's a 4 versus 3. Deep with the blast back forward. It's not enough. TS will find it. TS coming alive, but Meeks there once again. He picks up the slack, and it's 11 equalized. Map once again.
There's not many impactful ults on, well, either of the teams. Meeks, probably the most impactful one here with his Astra ult. But it is 11-11 and looks like Topaz wants to force buy this. Quite risky.
Yeah, I mean,
They want to win this in regulation.
Typically you would see them kind of save and then full buy on match point round, but you know, I guess they're confident about this. They want to be able to try and claw their way back out of something. And you know, as you can see, the last rounds, it's kind of a mirror of what happened in the previous round, right? Where both teams were kind of running away with it in the early, but now you're starting to see a bit more fight back as TI's finds him and trying to find another. This it's an entry deadlock. She's into the site. There's absolutely nothing stopping him from just taking the site, and he does. He finds 2 kills. That's both the anchors of B. And you can look at the map. Look, it's a full rotate. Everybody, the side of Timon, they know the site's empty, and they're just trying to take it.
Oh, Lover. Fall into the deadlock util.
Yeah, that concuss. Well placed. TI's gets another 2 kills on the board to try and find the ace. B-Dots finds 1. Looking for the other. Doesn't find it. It's all on Cold Lemons. He drops. They see him, and Goyon Jung will find it. And it's just masterful from TI's, right? Like, he just gets the site. It's all his. In a 1 versus 2, he pushes on his own, finds both. And yeah, and they just convert the round from that. Very hard to play. It's match point for Diamond now. Do or die for Topaz.
12-11. It's another, well, not bad of a force buy, to be honest, from the side of Topaz. You know, 3 rifles, 2 SMGs, and arguably D is 1 away from a really useful ult here. He can get a kill.
E-Dot as well can have that heroic moment if she can get one more kill to get that Empress, and it'd be very, very important for her to get that ult, and if she can convert that into more kills and just kind of attempt to solo win the round, it can work out. The Annihilation popped, doesn't land. The Seas does it as well, Ball about to come, and the rest of Diamond, they're already pushing this. They want to go fast, but Kumlova through the smoke will find Ball about to come.
It's flank
4
coming
versus
in
5.
as well.
Oh yeah, E-Dot on a very long flank, but how did that happen? The paint shell finds T-Ice. Wait, that's very, very, very bad. For Diamond, they try to look forward. E-Dot finds one. Hot 2 finds Tablecop as well, but she just comes out of the dismiss, and Goyeon-jung is there. It's a 1 versus 3. Finds one. Looking for the other. We could be going to OT! And we are! Beautiful defense from Topaz, and we are going the distance.
Switching
OT
sides.
on the first
Overtime.
map of the day. I mean, we got an OT, we got an ace.
Break.
We got a guy going 35 and 17.
This truly is like a duelist deadlock. Like, he's just taking all the space, pushing all the sides. No fear, just going in, winning his gunfights, and you know the side is just free.
Yeah, and a very interesting, I guess, adaptation from A, if you spotted it last round, which was the Reyna, instead of sitting in that little cubby in A, she kind of decided to push through mid and go for the flank, right? Which is something that she hasn't done so far in the game, so that really surprised them, I think.
Yeah, because flanking in general is not something you typically see from Diamond yet. Like, they've done it a couple of times, but
Topaz.
it's not something that they regularly do. From Topaz, rather, yeah. But it's not something that they regularly do. They like to just kind of play, as you said, previously, in a death ball. And, going separately has actually paid its dividends. This Hot Dilf will find Kumlova. That's the smoker. That's very, very important to the push. It's a 4 versus 5 straight through. And Topaz will not find anything. And, Topaz, they're a little bit frazzled now. They've lost their smoker, and they have to just kind of rotate or wait. Like, it's at this point, they just have to kind of play slow and play for picks.
Yeah, but Diamond has that read. They already fully rotated to A.
Yeah, they know this as well. Just 4-stack mid right now for Topaz. This is probably going to be one of the slower rounds we've seen. Losing the smoker really early is
They do have the right read, Topaz.
it's rough. Yeah, they know that they've probably full move the rotate. Tei is pushing out a main there, trying to get a little bit full, but Goyeon-jung has not left the site yet and could call the rotate. You could look at the map. You already have E-Dot moving, or Hot Dilf rather, already moving in, knowing that this could be the exec for Topaz, and it is. Goyeon-jung finds one,
30
D
seconds left.
with the other. It's a 4 versus 3. Cold Lemon's already with the plant down. They full rotate. Look at the flank from Tei as well. They will have to run into that Cypher trap. Ball about to come coming in through Link. Cold Lemons. Waiting in the winds, looking for something is D. Plays the default position, the cam. Will spot ball about to come. D wins the gunfight against Hot Dilf. It's a 3 versus 3. T-Ice will find the kill on the flank. The showstopper misses! He's looking for it, but the flash is great as D will fall, and T-Ice gets another T-Ice! He finds 2! Who else but T-Ice to find 2 pivotal kills? And Diamond, they go 13-12.
The hero is from T-Ice this round, that flank. I mean, they even knew he was coming, right? There was a Cypher chip at the back, but this couldn't win their gunfights.
Yeah, I mean, T-Ice on that flank
I got enough
had
time to go
that
into the
Cypher
astral
clip
form?
in his face. He goes through it, finds the kill onto Cold Lemons, and then, finds another 2 kills in the site. Very, very pivotal kills as well. And, just T-Ice heroics, really.
Yeah, but we did see some light there from Topaz. Again, the execute's working
Without a stop,
really, really well. But they are now on the defense. Trying to win
that
this.
kind of rotate read from Topaz was really good, but Hot Dilf will put Kumlova in the dirt. Again, that's another round where you're missing a smoker. E-Dot caught sleeping as T-Ice will find it. Cold Lemons finds the trade. Both smokers for the team down now. The net lands, the Seas lands as well, and Cold Lemons, he's just anchored there, but he plays it well and finds one, Stable Cop with the other as well, in a fight with T-Ice, and he wins it. Cold Lemons gets the Neural Theft, will pop it. Fantastic round for him to find 3, and it's all on Ball about to come. He's caught himself in a 1 versus 3, spotted by the spy cam, spotted by the Neural Theft. Lots and lots of space for Topaz to play.
What a time to come alive there. 13 to 12, 13. Your team's about to lose, and you come up with a 3. 3k from Cold Lemons.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking like a second round of overtime here. 13-13 on the cards. Ball about to come. Has to try and find the clutch. Both players see each other. Stablecop with a knife forward. Will suppress him. The jump spot. He's trying to get his team over here, but he's not peeking with him. The flash comes out in the end. D baited a little bit there by Stablecop, but he picks it up. It's 13-13. We are going to a second round of overtime.
Overtime.
Double overtime. Man, these two teams, I mean, you look at the kills, right? You kind of think, oh well, you know, this guy going 39-18 with like a, you know, 2 KD, Diamond's probably winning. But if you look on the side of Topaz, right, their team play so far has been quite good. I mean, the heroics are there, but I feel like the util usage in their executes have been just slightly better from Diamonds. These entries from D and E-Dot have just been amazing. Kumilover at the back line as well. But Diamond, here on their defense. They won this last time. TI is playing aggressive.
Trying to hold this mid. The dig comes through. He finds two, and of course he does. Very important kills, and the net is huge. It's Goyeon Jung. Then the support team he finds with the annihilation will land, and it is a fast and aggressive round from Diamond to punish this mid push from Topaz. And they find it.
I'm keeping my grip.
And TI, you know, that's 4 piece. The annihilation to top it off as well.
He's up here, 43 kills, 43 and 18 against Topaz.
Yeah, it's match point for Diamond now, and you know they won their defensive round in a much more convincing fashion than they did on the first round of overtime. And yeah, you know, I think on the defense now, like Topaz, they have to try and find something. You know, now it truly is do or die. It has been for them for the last round as well. But
They haven't changed much of the setup. They
They
are
have to
going for
try
more
and find
aggressive mid play.
well, that is true. They've postured a bit more mid, but you know, this is not how Topaz won rounds. They didn't really win rounds by posturing and prodding for info. They won them by being fast, being explosive on the sites, and yeah, I'd expect them to be
It's risky.
similar. Yeah, Kumlova pushes forward. The trade comes through.
Nice
Stablecop
map,
will find
Stablecop.
TS as well. That's very big kill from Stablecop there. That's the man you're looking for on the side of Diamond. He falls. Ball about to come. He's spotted going to the side. E-Dot. We'll ping it out for this team, for her team. One for Topaz. Has to try and find something, but ball about to come. Will equalize the man advantage. 3 versus 3. Meeks on the plant. E-Dot holding this. Will find Hot Dilf as well. They had no idea someone was still linked. They do now. E-Dot versus ball about to come. Will fall back to 2 versus 3. They just kind of have to play this side. They have to turtle. Topaz. They're looking to retake the site. Meek finds one. They're looking for another, but D top with his utility out. E-Dot. It's a 1 versus 1 for the round. The dismiss is there. The shots land for Balabat to come, and he will close it out. 15-13 to Diamond.
What a way to end it, a 1v1 to close the map. This was Topaz's map pick, right? On Corrode.
Yep.
Not sure how much prep they came in before this, you know, the juniors are coming off of their exams last week, so not really sure how much prep they have been able to get for this tournament, but that was a good match, right? We had we had an ace in the first game? Crazy.
An ace, double OT, you know, like, it was great to see, you know, because especially after the first half, we thought it was 6-0. Like, I was convinced that, you know, Diamond was just going to run away with this, and even though they did end up taking the win at the end, Topaz made them sweat for it.
Yeah, and you know, even though the rank differential between these two teams, you know, there is a difference. Not really showing much here on the scoreboard though. 3 players, I mean the top 4 is, you know, 3 Topaz players, just a bit more. I mean, if one of those 1v1s went the other way, it would have been a very different game.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, I think, you know, credit has to be given out as well to the other teams who don't really shine as the other players who don't shine as much in terms of frags. You know, of course, we don't have access to comms. We have no idea how much they contribute as well. But of course, you know, it's a team game at the end of the day. Really well played from Topaz to kind of claw their way out of that deficit. I think, you know, it took them a bit of time to really get heated and be able to push their way into an advantage. Even they had the advantage at some point, but you know, it was great. It was well. It was a very good try from Topaz, and you know, again, the bounce back, very commendable. But Diamond, you know, they just had, TI's rather just had the number of every single player. I think you saw there on the scoreboard. He had 6 first bloods, and you know, the most out of any player in the game. Even not just for his team but for the entire game. He just has 6 first bloods, and like we joked a bit about the entry deadlock, and we kind of saw it in full effect there.
Yeah, so we are going to Ascent, a very classic map next. There will be a little short, 3-minute break, so we will start again the next map at 10:55. What are we expecting from Ascent, right? It's very standard map. I'm expecting very standard
Yeah.
picks. Maybe a Jet, Reyna. I mean, from the same thing,
Yeah.
really. KO,
Maybe Yoru.
maybe Yoru. I'm not sure. I have heard the streets have spoken that Ice or Go Yun Jung likes to play the Yoru. Not sure how true that is though.
Yep. Would not be surprised to see it. You're one of the better duelists alongside Jet on Ascent, and I think in terms of initiators as well, I think the kind of de facto best would of course be Silva. In terms of smokers, you could see, I think typically it's Omen, the occasional Astra, but I think most teams kind of agree that Omen is kind of the best option you can get out of that. And I'm just excited to see like how if we're gonna get a game of that quality again, yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, especially if Ice continues getting these insane entries as well as the lurk. I mean, Ice's lurk has been amazing, right? The game sense is there, the aim is there. Are currently in contention for one of the best players so far, but we haven't seen Garnet or Sapphire play just yet. And let me tell you, there are some surprises
Yep.
in those two teams.
Yeah, we'll get to see that later on. Of course, you yourself being a player for Garnet, um, I'm not gonna ask you to reveal any strats or anything like that. But based off what you've seen, like who do you think is kind of like someone for you to look out for when you play against them?
I mean, I feel like the highlight players so far, this tournament, there's definitely two of them in Sapphire, and arguably right now, I mean, Ice. I mean, I've known he's good, you know, um, but I haven't seen him this good. Not gonna lie, it's a bit of a shock.
That's great to hear. But at this point, I'm just hoping to get something similar to we got in the first round, just to inject these double overtimes into my veins. Fun to cast, fun to watch. It's I don't know. I'm expecting something a bit more back and forth between these two teams, because we saw Diamond kind of run away with the 6-0 lead at the start,
Mhm.
and then Topaz just started to climb out, and then they ran away with a big lead. So now that both teams have kind of gotten accustomed to how each other plays, and how both teams have kind of figured out the style they want to play coming into the tournament, I think we're going to see a bit more back and forth. At least I hope we're going to see a bit more back and forth. Instead of just having 6-0 leads, I assume we'll see a bit more standardized pistol win into anti-eco win, and then buy round win, and some just more standard score lines, and I guess winning patterns in general.
Yeah, definitely the 6-0 lead. We could just put it up to like not warming up yet, right? I mean, the
Yeah.
players on Topaz.
It is 10 a.m.
It is 10 a.m. In fact, one of the players actually just knew they had a 10 a.m. match at like 9:40, 9:40, I think. So
Was it a Topaz player?
yeah, it was a Topaz player.
I see.
Might be the Reyna, but you know, she popped off. She got 27-10, first ace of the tournament. I mean, that's going to the highlight reel
Oh yeah, that's
on
getting
the
clipped.
on the Instagram.
100%.
Yeah, as we head to
That is
Ascent,
definitely-
right? Just to give the viewers what to expect on Ascent. It's arguably one of the more 50-50 maps. It's
Yep.
maybe slightly attacker favored, but that depends on the region. In Asia, it's normally defender sided. Weirdly,
Yep.
mostly
Typically.
because
Which is
typically,
it's odd, yeah.
yeah, but I think that just comes from the tendency of Asian players liking to pick a lot on defense, leading to those leading to more attack rounds coming in.
Yeah.
So on
I
Ascent,
think
you can really
it's
use.
also important to note that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, sorry, you go. I was gonna say it's important to note that typically we see, like, I'm thinking about it now, especially back in champs. We saw Ascent like typically defender sided, and we would see a lot of them play double sentinel comps. But yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah, and we Ascent is one of those maps where you kind of can play everything. Like even those agents that aren't normally seen in professional play, like maybe Breach. We haven't seen a lot of Breach in professional play. We haven't seen a lot of
Yeah.
we haven't seen a Veto yet actually. It is okay
Yeah,
to play Veto.
Have we seen Sky in a while? I don't think we have. Not in professional play at least.
Yeah, we
'Cause most of
haven't.
the initiators, they just play a lot of hard intel. So either just Fade or Sova typically is what you see. But yeah, I mean I guess Gecko as well. We haven't seen Gecko at all.
Yeah, and Ascent, arguably the only bad pick for Ascent would probably be a Gecko. There's not really many places you can. Actually, now that I say it, it's actually not that
I think
bad.
it's-
Yeah, actually, Ascent is quite a
Gecko's strong
balanced
on the A
map,
side.
right?
Yeah. I think Gecko's really strong on the A side. On the B side, I mean, I can see some uses for him, but I still think like if you were to pick a Gecko, you would like rather have a different initiator. Yes, you can pick Gecko, but I think there are like you would prefer to have something else.
Yeah. I mean, we did see the Gecko play in one of the big tournaments. I think it was VCT Masters Toronto, and they did
Yep.
manage to win it, right? It was a grand final match, was it? No, it was a winners upper bracket.
It was upper winners, yes.
It's upper
Because
winners.
the grand finals between of course Paper X and Fnatic, we didn't really see any Geckos there. I'm surprised at least I'm looking forward to see if any teams go forward with Lotus, because I think a lot of like Lotus is kind of synonymous with the Pacific region as a whole. I think a lot of people, like a lot of Pacific players, like just the way we are generally, we like to play Lotus, we like to play Haven. And I'm just interested to see if any team's really comfortable taking these kind of 3-site maps, because we saw the 3-site maps taken out almost immediately in the map
Yeah.
bans at the start of the day. So I'm just interested to see if any teams are willing to, or if that sentiment is shared by everybody, or if it's shared by just these two teams. I think, was Ascent and Haven banned by each team, or was it banned by a singular team? I don't recall.
Topaz banned both Lotus and Haven.
Okay, so Topaz really disliked the 3-site maps. Maybe Diamond feels differently. Maybe Garnet and Sapphire feel differently as well. But I'm curious to see if Topaz decide to ban these maps again going into their next series.
Speaking of Ascent, actually, to the viewers who don't really know Valorant, Ascent is one of those maps where it's very beginner friendly because there really is no bad pick, and the only bad picks in Ascent are the reason why they're bad is because of the relative usefulness of other characters, right? But you can make any comp work on Ascent, and that's why it's such an amazing map to watch. You just have all these interesting compositions you can pull off, even though they're off meta.
I just think it's just like that historic factor to it. It's been there from the start. It was a lot of people's first maps. I just think there's a lot of history on the map as well. From if you're a big pro play fan, so many like, I guess, Valorant esports culturally important things happen there. Of course, the artist spot by Jen. No, there's a lot of really important and fun stuff to see on the map. That's why I think Ascent is one of the maps that has been taken out of the competitive pool before, but it had zero changes when it came back in. Like it is, I think is it the only map that has stood the test of time? Like it just hasn't been changed at all and has kind of been a mainstay in competitive play.
Yeah, it has been here for I think every single map rotation, but we are heading into the last game of Topaz vs Diamond.
Yeah, here we go into Ascent again. We talked about comps earlier. We expect to see either comfort picks, like we were saying, Jet Reyna, or maybe Yoru's Cold Lemons. I assume that. So I see Cypher's good on this map as well. It's not. It can be seen as a comfort pick, but Cypher's genuinely good on this map as well.
Yeah, not really. I mean, the only thing you would maybe pick over Cypher would be Killjoy. Vice has been quite viable as well. Ascent has those fast flanks, especially if you don't have mid control. So Cypher can be quite useful. Sova is one of the mainstays here in Ascent, right? From the standard comp, especially Astra. When she was added in, she was being used in Ascent almost every game, right? That triple star, like she has 5 stars, right? Just amazingly useful.
I guess we're seeing I think looking at Diamond, I think this is a very, very standard composition. You have the Jet. We haven't really seen Waylay too much on Ascent, but it can't be that bad. T-Ice playing the Sova, Meeks on the Smoker and Goyeon-jung. Goyeon-jung and T-Ice swapping roles, going from Senti to Initiator. Cold Lemons, I assume that, like I said, Cypher is good on this map. Could also be a comfort pick. E-Dot, again, I assume the Reyna is a comfort pick. Actually, very similar composition coming in from Topaz again, actually. The only difference here would be the Gecko, which we talked about, has been swapped out for a KO. Sorry, the KO has been swapped for a Gecko.
Yeah, quite strange. I think a Gecko pick on Ascent, it can be quite.
We talked
Actually,
about this briefly.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think I see what they're going for here. I mean, the combo from the Reyna flash and the Gecko flash, it's kind of hard to shoot both at once, right? And especially when you have
Yeah.
a Raze flying in or a Omen flash and TP combo as well. So I definitely see the idea coming from Topaz. A very execute heavy comp, execute focus team. I guess we've seen from the previous map how they execute well. I would say slightly better than Diamond. Just
Yeah,
Diamond, they're able to do these amazing mid-round adaptations, which has definitely led to them winning the last game. But this is not the last game. This is Ascent. We are going to be heading into a B Rush, a classic.
Yep. I mean, we were just I was mentioning it earlier. I think Gecko is far more, I guess, useful. I guess on A. I think he's a lot better at the A pushes. He's the only one with the molly. He can molly off tree, give them access. He can molly off heaven as well, give access that way. But now we see them just kind of hitting B site fast, and Theis is immediately gonna drop the shock dart combo.
Very low.
With the spike cam, actually really well played. As Meeks, I didn't even realize that Meeks swapped off. Meeks is on the Reyna and he falls as well. And that shot that spike cam combo, I want to talk a little more about it. It was really well done from Diamond as they found a lot of damage is going on junk. We'll find Edon off the back of that trip, and now it's a 4 versus 4. Push has kind of fallen apart for Topaz.
What is coming in though, the HP on both the Raze and the Gecko very low from those initial shock darts by KYESC. They read the rotate though. They are coming in.
Yeah,
on the same
a lot
time.
of damage done there. Yeah, D on 13 HP. I think Valorant has to hear this, right? Like he surely does. The shot, initial shot, does it land? We'll find the body shot on the D, but Cold Lemons, it's a double peek there, hard for Ball about to come to play. Theis to find Chrome Lover, and it's a 3 versus 2 favoring Diamond. As Theis finds one, try and break the wall. It's all on this Gecko. Hard to play. Stablecop, he's on 1 HP. He pulls everything out. They knife him. That's just dirty. Another 3-piece for Theis, opening up the map for Diamond.
You failed. Now flee.
Again, AI is starting off strong here. I mean, just the amount of damage he did at the start of the round there and picking up those kills at the end as well. Nice attempt of a rotate there from Topaz. We still haven't seen any sort of like split push from Topaz just yet. I mean, even compared to last game, we didn't really see that, right? It's something that Topaz doesn't really want to do.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Do you think it's like a? Would you say it's a bad thing? Or
I wouldn't really say it's a bad thing, but I would say maybe it's just more of a comfort thing. Like they're just not doing it out of, maybe it's just not something they're used to. Like you said, like a lot of teams, they don't know how much prep they had. Maybe it's not something that they are comfortable doing. Is well about to come. We'll find the opening kill onto Stablecop. Was the first to die, was the last to die last one, and it's the first this time as well about to come in the pinch. Ice in his veins. We'll find Cold Lemons, but Kumlova will find the trade. Meeks with a kill onto Edot. That's Reyna. Supremacy for the side of Meeks, and the shots land D. Incredibly low, and Goyon Junk picks it up. I mean, pretty standard anti-eco from Diamond here.
yeah, quite clean. The Reyna not buying any guns as well, so he will be able to buy an op in the next round. So it looks like quite a good bonus, to be honest, by Diamond here. Saving for the op. They knew how impactful the op was the last game, right? You saw when Balabadukam had the op, Topaz kind of just shut down, and that kind of led to the 6-0 lead at the start. So they do know.
Those opening picks with the operator, very impactful, especially on a team that likes to play fast like Topaz. And speaking of playing fast, on attack, like Topaz, they're on the attack here and they get to play fast. And we saw them attempt it before, but I just think a lot of it, the spy cam shock dart we saw, really well played from them as Edot. We'll find an opening kill onto Meeks. Also important to note that Stablecop is incredibly low. Did take a shot from that outlaw. Kumlova will find Ball about to come, who pushed up main. I believe, was that Heaven? I wasn't entirely sure, but Hot Dilf. He was on the Reyna previously, now on the Omen with the outlaw in hand. Diamond, they just have to find their way back at the side. It's a 3 versus 5. In the meantime, Goyon Jung will find 2. slowly trying to get side back. The push with the smoke. He's pushing forward, and Goyeon finds himself a third, but Edot with the kill there. They know she's hell, and T-Ice will take it. And it's all on Coom Lover. Very, very low HP from the side of Diamond. A couple of well-placed shots will do it! Coom Lover 1 versus 2 finds himself a 3-piece as well. And he just saves the round for Topaz.
Really close there to losing their buy round, but looks like my analysis was wrong. The Diamond does not want to buy the op just yet. A really good push though, right? You saw that mid push. They isolated the fight. They isolated the Outlaw from mid, from the Omen, from Hot Dilf, being able to just rush the Jet there near Gardens. Well, this round it will be Meeks. Different smoke.
We'll try to do something hot.
Hot Dilf
Is
might have been
that a
disconnected.
connection issue? Yeah, that may be a connection issue, but
yeah.
D will find the pick, and we may get some communication on that soon. Goyeon Jung is thrown up here in main. We'll see. Trip does happen, and Goyeon Jung wasted initially, but Kulava finds the trade. The ice pushed up from main here. We'll find D. We'll find Kulava. He shuts him down. It's a 1 versus 1 fight, and Edot wins it. As Edot, she's still there, and she finds Ball about to come. It's 1 versus 2 now for Meeks, and he finds it.
1v1.
1v1. Initial disadvantage to Diamond here from that disconnect, I assume. But now, he's able to pick up the pieces. Edot and Meeks, no idea where each other are. And Edot, she wins it. She was huge the last round, and she's huge here as well. We're even.
2-2. Diamond having to put in that first early eco, early half buy maybe. Definitely not the type of start they want compared to, well, Heroic. You saw the idea that was quite good. The push through B main, definitely getting a lot of information there, but I think there's a few missed timings there from Goyeon Jung. Unable to capitalize on the fact that I don't think Topaz even knew there were people in B main.
No, they didn't. Like, Goyeon Jung just pushed up main there and played off the util, and it was really well played to find the kill. I mean, of course, we had the initial whiff, but, at the end, they were still able to pick it up as T-Ice is playing for the intel, and is trying to pop the Hunter's Fury, and he will find D and Edot shut down as well. Without even having to do much, they've just taken control of this, of the early portions of this round at 4 lemons. We'll find Hot Dilf. It's 4 versus 3. Neural Theft will be used.
They know. The rotate comes in though from Diamond, a very fast rotate. They have to go fast here. They have to get rid of this Cypher. They know his position, they know side's free.
He knows he's outnumbered. Has to fall back, does not want to really die for the side here. Any trade, it's not really good. They might as well just wait. Play 3-man rotate with this. Spy Cam still available.
That might
Doesn't see anything.
Like hurt.
Door being closed. The swing from Goyeon Jung finds one. But all he is a body to be thrown at Topaz as he is baited. Traded well. Meeks finds another on the round. Human flash from Meeks for T-Ice there to find the kill on the stable cop. And, Diamond, they just play the retake well. And they shut Topaz out of the round.
Love triple piece, love double peeking. No one really peeking on their own. And, man, that cam. This gives up so much information there.
Spotted out sooner. That the camera, like you said, like it just gave info that someone was playing lane, and you don't see anybody playing like elsewhere, like in main or like cubby. Like you just know they're all inside. They're either bot or side, and the whole collapse from Diamond was really well played. T-Ice, of course, again at the top of the leaderboard. And I think it's also important to note that Diamond used a lot of their ultimates that round. They have 4 available, and they've used 3.
Yeah, and not many ults here used just yet by Topaz. They do have the Gecko ult available though. Very impactful one, especially on the attack. They do not have the guns though. Oh, misplay there.
They are on equal. T-Ice are aggressive, but doesn't really find it, which is uncharacteristic. Meeks knows they're going into side. May have to spray this. Boombot will spot him out. He's going to eat a bit of damage here. Cold Lemon spraying through to try and find the pick, but will not get it as Hot Dilf will find Cole Lemons. That's the first on the board for him as Meeks finds one. That Thresh is coming through. He's detained. Brilliant usage of the ultimate from Stablecoin for Eno to find it. She's in her ultimate with that Spectre. Incredibly fast firing. Lover trying to find the flank. And Goyun Jung finds it. It's a 1 versus 3 flank.
3 bullets in the tank
Lover,
though.
3
Yes,
bullets.
reload the sound. Thank you. Going Jung, going for the white swing.
The flash comes through. Goyun Jung puts Lover in the dirt. Diamond. 2-round advantage here.
Yeah, Stable Corp, they're trying to salvage that round after trying to just refrag E dot. But really, really good positioning there by Meeks. Just denying the early plant, putting a lot of pressure, not giving any time for Topaz to breathe and set up their post plant.
Yeah, I think if Lover picked up a rifle that had more like ammo in it, I think he probably could have gotten maybe 1 or 2, maybe even clutched the round. He was the clutch factor in the 3rd round for Topaz, and it was just unlucky that he had to reload there, had to give away his position. The spy cam is shot out. Will be both spy cams will be traded, and Topaz, they are just gonna look for the aggressive push now. It's a good spray. They find D. In the meantime, that's a lot of their entry power gone. Meeks finds one. The trade comes through, and Lover, he may be on 1 HP, but that doesn't matter. He makes it work, finds another, as Cole Lemons gets the kill onto Hot Dilf. And now it's a 2 versus 3 for Diamond.
Spike planted.
Operator on the side of all about to come. Of T-Ice rather. All about to come on the flank. Lover on 8 HP.
They know he's here though. Doesn't look like it. He has no idea. Jet has no idea.
For all about to come. He sees the gun. He baited his teammate a little bit. Maybe could have swung a bit earlier, but he finds it. It's a 1 versus 130 HP versus 8. And of course, it is T-Ice who wins it. He comes alive when it matters the most. And he will get the defuse and secure a 3-round lead for Diamond.
Clutch.
Even the gut rounds have been much closer. Just that missed timing there, that angle, maybe a miscommunication. Maybe I'm pretty sure. Yep, hold on. Alright. Just that's how it goes on.
I saw a little bit of
Sure.
The ghosts are not here, they have to get the win somehow.
Yeah.
Even if it results in ghosting, but again, turned off T-Ice. Actually, I'm surprised to see T-Ice be the one with the operator and not Ball about to come.
Yeah, they've been passing this operator around, really.
Silver Dart. What spot do you think of? Just kind of peeking this. And you don't want to be doing that to an operator, especially if it's in the hands of T-Ice. He finds 2, he's aggressive, he wants more, looking for a 3rd, and he does! He's trying to look for more. The shot doesn't land. Has the classic out. He knows D is tagged incredibly low. The paint shot comes out. Forced to push. The forward push, and he uses the showstopper just to be shut down. T-Ice looking for another. Oh my god, the whiff! But Stable Copy is incredibly low. He's running forward. He wants to get the knife, and he does. It's an ace, and he closes it out with a knife as well. That's just dirty from T-Ice.
What was that play? These 2 carries from both of these teams, man. 2 aces in the first series of the tournament. I'm just gonna say that was on stream for everyone to see. But we did get the ace. It's not the method, it's not the journey. It's the destination. So we did get to the ace.
This is Pacific in a nutshell, right? You pop off, you get 3 opening kills, and then you just whiff. You whiff real bad, and you still find a way to close it out in the end. And Stable Cup will fall there. Volleyball come and Meeks finding opening kills. Lover, that's the smokes down. The flash is perfect as Meeks will find E-Dot, and it's a 2 versus 5. The momentum swinging in the favor of Diamond, but they get a little too aggressive as Cole Lemons and D. They pick it up until he's known on this flank. The neural depth is there. D will find the kill. It's a 2 versus 2. Have Diamond just thrown this away?
He might have. The aggressive play from T-Ice, he saw the rotate. And he's going to have his own Cypher all as well. They're both mid. T-Ice is here. This shot.
Knows the shots. Doesn't land. The pinch shot forward. Going drunk. He's pushing up. The up shot doesn't land again. It's a 1 versus 2 T-Ice.
But D has the
Diamond. I think they just threw this.
the damage. All 3 players just 1 shot away from death.
Cold Lemons, very, very importantly, even if KYESC can find himself a rifle and tries to play this round, KYESC, Cold Lemons will not die. He does have the regen shield. KYESC committing the Hunter's Fury here. We'll shoot as well, Cold Lemons. Here's the flank. This should be quick and easy kill for Cold Lemons, and they will find it in the end. And Diamond, they
threw that. They genuinely threw that.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, you know, they just threw that. Like, they found themselves 3 incredibly important opening picks. They got the Duelist, they got the they got the Initiator, and they got the smokes. That was what was incredibly important. The fact that they no longer have any smokes to play with. And, you know, Diamond, they just press W, you know, they just want to find the kills, and they just don't, you know. In this choke in A, Cold Lemons and, you know, the Rays, they just pop off, they find all the kills they need, and they make it work.
Oh, a lot of missed shots there by KYESC, missed opportunity.
Just play forward, and you know, this is how Topaz have won rounds in the past. They take a site fast and they hold it. Yo, as 5, you know, they, like you said, the death ball, they push in, take the space, take the site, and then they just play a fantastic post plant. The Thrash coming in. D has already fallen. Stablecop with the swing forward. Will not find it as Cool Lover finds 2. The trade is beautiful as a ball about to come with the operator. Will find E-Dot. Cold Lemons finds another. Wait, the comms, they don't know he's there. They took him a little bit of time. But the comms came through. Going on jungle, find Cold Lemons. It's a 1v2 for Cold Lemons. A similar story to how it was in round 3. But he will not find the clutch. As ball about to come, will shut him down. And they make up for that last round.
I want to observe the last round, to be honest. I mean, all 5 players just picking 5 different, 10 different angles all at once, right? It was an actual coordinated push there. I mean, the flank from, you know, Kum Lover definitely doing wonders for the team, but just unable to hold down the you know, the heaven push, the heaven drop.
Yeah, like, do you think Cold Lemons could have played a bit more patiently out in hell, just wait for more people to kind of come into his crosshair? Because he killed
Definitely.
1,
But then
and
they
it
did
took a bit
hear
of time for the comms to come through. Yeah.
Yeah, they did hear the tap down the spike. They wasn't sure. They had no sightlines on the spike.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of had. It was kind of a must play for him there, but you know, played it to the best of his ability. Ball about to come with the operator now, pushing aggressively out of mid, trying to look for something. Yeah, I don't think we've talked about it much, but Hot Dilf, you know, previously he was on the Reyna, now he's on the Omen, and you know, he and Meeks have kind of swapped. And if I get a quick look at the scoreboard, like Meeks, he's doing really well this game. Like it's a definite improvement over the last game. And you know, D finds KYESC very important pick there. As Hot Dilf, you know, he's waiting, try and find the perfect shot, but he does not find it. E-Dot will find him instead. And now it's a 3 versus 5. Topaz once again explode onto the side. They just have to hold it better. Yeah, the showstopper is available, but I don't think you really have to burn it. But Goyonjung will find Cold Lemons. And ball about to come, he finds another as well. It's looking similar to the last round where they hold the site and it falls apart. The ball about to come will fall. Very important kill.
1v2?
It's all on Goyonjung. The showstopper is used and it will pay its dividends. They have to use the Raze ult in the end, but it will win them the round.
Last round in the half.
Moving up to a 7-4, 7-5 half, definitely doable. It's a 50-50 map. And if you look on the money, the economy on the side of Diamond is not looking too good here. They only have 2 ults, but not really ults that would give a lot of impact per se in the round, right? Goyonjung is 1 away from the Cypher ult. But this is definitely...
you know, the Blade Storm can definitely come in handy. You know, he could buy something else for his team, but he doesn't have enough to buy a full rifle. But yeah, you can see
I'm pretty sure he just bought the ice. Yeah.
Yeah, he just bought the ice. And has the Blade Storm now. And, you know, I think, again, it was a similar story to what it looked like the previous
adaptation
round,
though.
the round before that.
They pushed that B, they know it's a full A.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even paying attention. That's a really good call. D finds ball about to come. He does not hit the knives. Goyonjung. playing with the Ares, will get a kill off the back of his utility. The spray comes through. He's looking for another. He does. TS will find Edot with that rifle that was gifted to him. As Cold Lemons' stable cop, they drop more. TS finds another. This is why you buy this man the rifle. He's finding all the impact kills he needs. He swings out forward. It's a duel. It's a 1v2. He finds stable cop. It's a 1 versus 1. The satchel peak is beautiful from D to secure the round for Topaz.
He's pulling up huge there with 3k at the end of the round. If you were here, Hayden, I just heard TI scream in the other room.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah. I guess a little information. TI is currently using one of the classrooms with an Ethernet cable to play. Definitely making use of all of the college facilities and amenities.
If you paid for the college, you might as well use it, right?
Yeah. We are heading onto this half, right? And looking at the comp from Topaz, I would prefer that Topaz play retake here on most of the sites. I mean, just that Gecko Flash as well. It's not really an entry denial sort of utility, especially if I guess the little minion he has, I don't know what it's called, Aziz? Not really sure.
Huh? You mean Wingman?
Yes, Wingman, my bad. Yeah.
What is that name, bro? Okay. But
Good flash.
Dizzy going to be deployed here. The flash onto Volleyball to come
Oh my
has
god,
to
look
drop.
at his positioning. Oh,
Yeah, Cold Lemons. This is important! And it's a jump scare for Volleyball to come. The smoke fades and Cold Lemons is there. He's found his 2 kills. Impactful round. He pushes forward and TIs will find it. It's a 1 versus 2 for Stablecop. He has no idea where anybody is. And TIs finds a very well placed headshot. And Diamond, they walk away with the 2 pistols now.
definitely Diamond's doing well in the pistol rounds. Arguably one of the reasons why they've been leading so many of these, or like most of the match, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think out of 3 pistols, they've won all 3. Oh, sorry, 4 pistols now. I'm pretty sure on Corrode, they won the first one for a fact. And the second one, I believe they won 2 before Topaz just took it away from there and pulled back their lead. But, it's still, like, insane to see, Diamond fantastic on these pistol rounds. 4 for 4.
3-1 pistols.
3-1? Ah, okay.
They did win the second.
3-1 pistols.
Oh, the info peak. Peek again.
D. Could jump spot this, but doesn't want to do it.
Yes,
doesn't
it
see
does.
anybody. It's just just back up. The ice. He just swings in, and that's the gun diff, right? Spectre to Classic, and he just walks it away. Stable cop has no idea that anyone is pushed up. Not sure if that was com, but he will fall.
Okay, Edot's aware. Both of these players are aware.
Spike planted.
The ice. He's the one holding the fort.
What, 2 more?
Finds one of the kills.
Maybe it's on for second ace.
Enemy remaining.
Now for
Yeah, he's found 2. He's gonna look for it.
And then going
Cool
into
lover.
steals. Oh,
Go ahead, John. Oh, he sacrifices himself for the
Oh.
ace, and he loses it. Oh no, Cool
Oh,
Lover.
my God,
He
he's
finds one.
serious.
Oh lord.
getting
Oh no.
serious.
Last player
Cool Lover.
standing.
Cool Lover. He's on for the ace clutch. He's on for the
It's
1v5.
tough though. It's open. Doesn't know.
Yep.
And not connected. Gotta make sure hit the shot right. But
Yep.
a slight throw from Diamond, almost a throw.
Yeah, a lot of guns gone. I don't think that's really what you would have wanted to see from Diamond, but I respect it. They're trying to go for the second ace. Goyen Jung, he throws himself at Kumlova and dies, but Kumlova, I think he's just like, oh what? They're giving me free kills. Sure.
But weirdly, it looks like
Just
I don't
thought-
think they bought that much because if you look at the economy, they can really buy.
Oh,
they
yeah,
can
they
buy 4 rifles. Right.
Oh, yeah.
They bought 4
And maybe-
rifles here.
Maybe they skimmed on util. That was a big full attention. Maybe they did skim it, but a util! My lord, ball about to come in the same fashion as the previous round. Will one tap Kumlover. He's gonna push through. He's gonna be spotted by
Spike's
this.
going towards A,
cage trigger.
hovering at least.
Oh, swing through.
the
The
miss.
ice. Oh, the whiff.
What is that?
Oh, what is that? Oh my god, that was disgusting. Oh my lord, precise gunplay right there. And the ball about to come will finally fall, but that Devour will expose Edot's position. She was already known anyway as it's all on D. 1 versus 3.
Wonder Size
They just
trying
want
to
to
go for
save
a
this.
save, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
TIS has got the market locked down. I don't think he'll expect this. Reload, giving away his position. Maybe TIS could hear it. Well, he definitely hears it now.
Yeah. Yep, you heard that sprint. Heard that shot as well. The ice peek out, finds the kill. A bit of a whiff in the early round against Tabletop, but you know he finds it in the end. And Diamond, they've got 3 in a row. They converted that bonus round.
We are seeing a little trend here from the styles of play of both of these teams, and you know I guess you can relate this to their map bans as well. Diamond really loves these maps where you can just take initiative and move, right? All these fluent maps, all these fast rotate maps, they seem to love those. You know, from the style of play as well, you see them do a lot of fakes, a lot of rotations. You know, compared to Topaz, they seem to be very, I mean, one-dimensional, which isn't that bad, to be honest, if you make it work, right? Because you're more focused on that one set strategy. But Topaz, man, banning out the 3-sided maps kind of gives away the fact that they don't really like those rotates.
Yeah, I think they're way more, I guess, of a commit-heavy team. Like, if they can't find their way into the site, they will rotate, but it's just not really what they're comfortable with. And Balabata opens up with 2 kills, you know, that's what you want from your entry. Finds 2 kills, both duelists down now, and Plant already coming in. You know, Diamond, they're just in massive control of this round.
Good, Guate.
Stable cop. Will drop Balabata.
Oh, unfortunately.
And Cold Lemons, he spotted. Ah, it's good utility usage there from your jungle. Will find it, and it's all on Kumlova. He's stuck in a 1 versus 4. He is the clutch factor for Topaz, but Hot Dilf will shut down any chance of that happening. As Diamond just take another round.
Yeah, one thing I realized, I think you know, the Reyna's username is something that I feel like I've seen in every tournament so far that I've casted. It feels like a requirement for
It's
any
destiny,
university
it's
tournament, right?
Yep.
Darren Taylor's. I'm pretty sure. Do we have one in the help as well?
Yeah, there was one in the fundraising tournament as well. We had one in IFG, we had one in mid-season, and we had one for the fundraiser as well. Every time we will see some variant of EDOT.
That username.
You know, it's great to see. You know, at this point, it's becoming kind of a tradition for U9 to cast somebody named EDOT.
Meeks.
Kumlova
Falling.
playing the off angle. I think Kumlova probably wants to try and get that gun as EDOT. We'll drop you in jungle. Is that the spike down as well?
It's not though. The spike is rotating to
Yeah,
B,
it's not.
however.
It's a spike with Mateus, yeah.
I kind of see they're trying to go for the fake, but ooh, it looks like it's working. But there is the Gecko. Stable cop is holding it down. I did not see that.
Oh, that's rough. That fake is now completely in smoke. You know,
Left
that
side.
spike is down. They know what's happening. Kumlova, he is not checked, and he will find Balabat to come. It's now Omen versus Omen. Hot Dilf. He's full HP. He's flashed out. Look from the back. D is here, and he catches him with his knife out. And Topaz, they bounce back on a flawless as well.
Yeah, one that's needed, especially due to the situation of the economy. Breaking that 4-round streak that Diamond had. You know, look at the round history. 6
This is
games.
kind of what happened as well on Corrode, you know. We saw Diamond walk away with a very, very comfortable lead. Topaz found a way to bounce back, and this could be the start of that. You know, now the economy's way more even than it was before, and I think the crux of this round will be the fact that they were able to flawless Diamond the previous round. Like, it's so important to hold on to those guns, so even if you lose this round, you will still have money. T-Ice eats a lot of damage from Edon. Spray forward, Balabat. He's already in. D will find T-Ice. He will finish that kill off. That crash coming in as well. We heard the Empress get popped as well. Ball about to come. He's not watching his market. D will find it. Meeks finds a kill on the Kumlova. D on track to try and find another one. Gets a lot of damage done here. Kumlova. Super low HP. Boyoyon Jung. He's all the way at main. He finds one. He's traded out. D will find one, but Meeks will find the other. It's a 1 versus 2. Cold Lemons pushing through. He will not find it. And there you have it, Diamond. They will go to match point. They will shut down the site hold for Topaz.
12-6. I think the play was good there. I think D getting the first blood as well was pretty decent. But
Yeah, I think
yeah, Diamond was just held the fast retake really well there. You know, they didn't plant immediately. They waited a bit. And kind of Topaz just they kind of read that. You know, they kind of read that.
I think Go Yeonjung's positioning as well, staying in main there, being able to find, you know, a very important pick and then do a lot of damage to Cold Lemons as well before falling. Like, I think it's just so well played from Diamond. Like the positioning was good, their utility was good, and just overall, like there's very little to complain about from Diamond in that round.
The ASX.
The ultimate Cool Lover will avoid that, but going on junk will find Stablecup. Ball about to come, finds two. Cool Lover will find it, but he's taken out by Ball about to come. He's spotted by the Nero Theft, waiting for the second pop. He doesn't need it. Ball about to come, finds himself a third. It's all on E-Dot. She's stuck in a 1 versus 4. Ball about to come wants to find it. He gets 1 kill, but Go Young Jung, he will close it out. And Diamond, they will take this series 2-0.
What a series 2. One really close map and one arguably quite dominant map from Diamond, but
Oh yeah.
not without some stressful situations there. I mean, Topaz definitely put up a fight. A lot of
I
moments
mean,
where...
if you want to go and check the timeline, you can see just how quickly, or how dominantly rather, Diamond ran away with it. So look at the second half. It's 6-1 on the second half. They completely ran this game on that second half.
Yep, and that will be it for the first, well, the only morning game of the day.
Yep. We will be back later in the afternoon. I believe we're scheduled for 2 p.m.
Yeah, we are, but we aren't really sure just yet on whether it will be streamed. Might be
Right.
only clips and highlights really for that session. But
That's all right.
the main few games that will be streamed, however, that are confirmed to be streamed, is definitely the 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. game.
Yeah, that is Garnet versus Sapphire. Obviously, that is you. Against Sapphire, and of course, we haven't seen Sapphire play yet. We haven't seen your team play yet. So these are new teams that we will be showcasing on broadcast.
So without further ado, we are going to head to our first break. So,
Yeah. And,
wait,
with that,
hold on,
we'll
hold
see.
on.
Oh,
Hey, Ice is with me
Yes.
actually right now.
oh, Topaz is with you. Oh, sweet. We can get a little
Yeah,
little interview here in
can we get a
the
little
post
interview?
game.
All right. Okay, so Tias, how do you feel about the match victory?
I'm still worried about like Sapphire here, like one X Radiant and like one current like Immortal 3, peak Immortal 3, peak Radiant. So I'm like thinking like how are we even gonna win against that? Damn impossible, bro.
All right. I mean, what do you think of the slight throw on I guess Kurot? It's a close game, 15-13.
It was like 8-4 and then it was 8-4 and then it suddenly went to like overtime. One of the biggest whiff rounds is like when Cypher was like front mid, and like we were like trying to go on the right hand side of mid. I got one entry, but then like I think Anas wanted to get like one extra kill with the Cypher getting like the deadlock grenade, the Cypher getting stunned and stuff, and we lost that round. I think we lost a lot of rounds after that. That was like one of the biggest losing rounds.
Well, that will be it for the interview session for this game. We will be heading. Well, our next games will be at 2 p.m. all the way down to 6 p.m. Actually, one of the longer sessions that we'll have. So, yep,
And
don't
of
go
course,
anywhere. Yep.
the 2 p.m. is still tentative, correct?
Yeah, we're not really sure if that's going to be streamed just yet. So,
All right. In that case,
we'll be
we
heading to a
will
break,
maybe
yeah.
see you guys at 2 p.m.
yeah,
We'll
maybe
see you guys at 2
at
p.m.
2
We will
p.m.
definitely see you guys at 4.
Yep. Alright, well, don't go anywhere. Turn on your notifications. And definitely subscribe to KY Esports Club. We are already one sub higher than Taylor's Esports Club's YouTube channel. So I would appreciate if you
have to
can
rub it in,
increase
right?
that gap. Yeah. Alright.
And just so
see
you know, I'm
Yeah?
subscribed. I'm helping against my own
Your
own
own
college.
unit?
Yeah, I'm. Hey man, I'm impartial here.
Alright. So yeah, that'll be it. See ya.